Hello, and welcome to MoatRP. This will be the first video that we will showcase, and that's how to start the jobs. So the job we're going to show today is the job drug dealer. So when you spawned in, this is the spawn location, you hit the tab menu, you go over to jobs, and you click drug dealer. So this is the spawn. You have right on the side here, you actually have a small guide. However, I will show you this in this video. It tells you what you need and how to do it. So if you're unsure, you can always just go to spawn and look at this. So the first thing is to find an appropriate location. There is also one thing to note, is that there is different selling points around the city. I will show you one today that we will also use, which is just behind spawn. Here you can see there's a drop point. At the moment that's 222 per drop. These prices will change depending on location, depending on time. So just keep that in mind. So because of that, I will actually just, for this tutorial, we will select this building. Remember to buy all the doors and lock it so nobody comes in. We will use the back room here, just buy this as well. We will use upstairs. Okay, so we need a few things. You will find it in the tab menu. Go to markets. So what we need, let's start with the drying rack. That's where we will dry the weed. And let's go with the grow lights. Grow lights. There we go. So what you can also do is use your building tool and just freeze them in place. There you go. And in the middle, let's go for the rolling table. The rolling table is where we will process our finished weed. There you go. And we will be able to either pack it as a bundle to sell it, or we can actually roll it as a joint. Okay. Now, let's get started with the planters. You can have a total of 6 planters. For this tutorial, we will go with 3. There you go. And as you can see on the description here, you can see what it needs. So when you actually put it in the dryer, it will not work. You need to have it in the lights, and it will then say that it has lights. So be mindful of that. There we go. That one. So now everyone is ticked off as lights. Let's start with the soil then. So one of these is for 1. So there we go. Okay, now we need water. So we can actually have a water jug. And if you see here, it says 6 liters. One of these pots needs 1 liter, so we actually have 6. There we go. So you see I have 3 liters left. I will just leave it there. Okay, now we actually need the seeds. You will find the seeds here. That's a ham packet. A ham packet also has 6 units, which means we will be able to use that for all 6. This can also change and will probably change at some point. Okay, so these will go through the stages. As you can see, they are currently on stage 0 for 3 and 5%. So we will come back when they have completed that process. Yes, so things has happened. We are now ready to harvest. A good thing to note, you can always look at any item to see their status. So okay, so we press E on these. Okay, there we go. And we just use our hands and take them over to the drying rack. Here we go. And there we go. Okay, so you will actually be able to see the status of these by looking at the drying rack. You will see on the corner there, it has 280 seconds left. So we will let that finish, and what will happen is that these will automatically just drop on the ground, which is completely normal. Hey, I left a mess. You can always rotate these by picking it up with your hands, hold E, and just move your mouse. I will be back with you when they are done. Okay, so we have about 15 seconds left. So just so you can see what happens. 5 seconds left. There you go. So you can see that they keep dropping. You just use your hands and just drag them over to the table. And we'll do that with all of them. And there we go. So we then go to the rolling table. And you will then be able to see that we have 3 unprocessed wheat. What we'll do then is that we will press this process wheat button. You will be able to buy this upgrade for 2,000. You need to have that in your pocket, not bank. It will then automatically do the process. We will do the manually way. I don't have that now, so let's do it manually. So you just have to click these within like the time frame. So you have to pick 24. There we go. Could probably do this a little bit better. So you have a timer there. There you go. So I've now been able to do 1. For this tutorial, that's all we will do. We then press pack bundle. You will get this bundle. Put that in your pockets, and we will go to a selling location. So you would do the same process with the 2 other ones as well. Okay, let's lock the door. Let's go to the selling point. You go to the selling point right here. So you have 225 per drop. You will then drop it here. You wait for 10 seconds. Also, you have to protect your place, so make sure not many people are around. Anyone can steal the money, and the money will be dropped. Press E, and it will go to your pocket. What's important to note is that always before you log out of the server, go to an ATM and deposit the cash you have. So right now, that's where the base was. Let's go in spawn. We have an ATM there. So now we're back to spawn. And as you can see, you have the able to quick deposit. I would just quick deposit everything that's in your pockets right into the bank. And we now made 225. As simple as that. Put some soil, put some seed, put it in the drying rack, put it in the lights, go to a selling point. For this tutorial, I only showed you 1 location. It's up to you to find the other locations around the map. Different location will have different prices depending on the time and depending on the amounts. I hope that showed an easy way how to use the drug system.